In Japan, even making a simple cup of tea is often treated as something worth slowing down for. The goal isn't to finish quickly, it's to be fully present while you're doing it. That care doesn't end with the tea. It's carried into the rest of the day, shaping the way ordinary moments are lived from morning until night. This is what we call Japanese slow living, a way of moving through an ordinary day with calm, presence, and intention. You don't have to change your life, quit your job, or move to the mountains. It just changes the pace of the life you already have. These are small rituals that act as anchors of calm in the middle of the chaos. Today, I'd like to invite you to walk through a full day of calm, from dawn to dusk, stopping at 5 specific moments. Start your day with a single moment of presence. The way you start your morning sets the tone for the entire day. Most people wake up already on high alert, grabbing their phones before they've even opened their eyes properly, diving headfirst into the news and the noise of the world. A day that starts in a rush rarely slows down later. Japanese slow living suggests a different start. Instead of jumping from your bed straight into the chaos, you open the day with a small gesture of presence. It could be lighting some incense and feeling the scent fill the room. It could be opening the window to let the air in, or just making your breakfast slowly. The point isn't the act itself, it's the attention you pay to it. In Japan, there's a concept called ichigo ichie. Roughly translated, it means something like one time, one meeting. The idea is that this moment, exactly as it is right now, with this light, in this silence, with you being who you are today, will never happen again. Life is there to be lived, felt, and experienced. Starting your morning with this mindset changes your whole day. Have a simple, nourishing meal. There's something curious about the middle of the day. It's often when we forget about ourselves the most. The morning has already gained momentum. The to-do list has grown, and messages have started piling up. Before we notice it, we're simply moving from one thing to the next. That's why, in Japan, a meal often receives a level of attention that goes beyond the food itself. It becomes a pause, a few minutes where the day stops asking something from you, and you return your attention to what is right in front of you. Eating slowly, sitting down, and paying attention to your meal changes the way you experience food. But the care begins before the meal even reaches the table. In Japan, there is a long tradition of valuing simple, seasonal ingredients built around real food that nourishes the body. Fresh vegetables, fish, rice, and fermented foods are part of a way of eating that focuses on balance, quality, and respect for the ingredients. When a meal becomes more than something to finish quickly, it creates a different rhythm for the rest of the day. Take care of only what's right in front of you. There's a point in the afternoon where the day feels like it's slipping through our fingers. There's still so much to do. Our energy is dipping, and we tend to look at everything that's left and feel like nothing is really under control. Japanese slow living offers a surprisingly simple answer. Instead of trying to organize your whole life, just organize the space right in front of you. It could be the desk where you worked all morning, a drawer, or just one shelf. A few minutes is all it takes. This habit connects to a philosophy called dansari, which invites us to look at the things we keep out of habit, even when they're no longer part of the life we want to build. More than just organizing objects, it teaches us to make choices. What still deserves a place in my life? Is this object still useful to me? Or am I only keeping it because I always have? Maybe that's why putting a small corner of the house in order feels so good. Not because an organized shelf solves all our problems, but because it gives us back something rare these days. The feeling that we can still take care of something with calm. It's amazing the difference it makes to organize one part of your life, even a tiny one. And there's something beautiful in that. While the rest of the world keeps rushing, you finish your afternoon leaving one single place better than you found it. Tomorrow, maybe it'll be another corner, then another. Slowly, without much effort, the house changes. And almost without noticing, you change along with it. Set aside a moment just for yourself. As the day begins to get dark, there's a small window of time we almost always let pass by. Tasks are finished or nearly done, but the night hasn't quite started yet. It's a transition, and that's exactly why it's so valuable. In the fast-paced world we live in, we almost never make this transition consciously. We jump from one activity and dive into the next without thinking. Our bodies move to a new place, but our minds keep carrying the weight of whatever came before. Japanese slow living invites us to do it differently. Before moving into the evening, set aside a few minutes that belong only to you, not to produce anything else or check off more tasks, but simply to slow down and enjoy something you actually like. This could be some quiet reading, a cup of tea, a few minutes of meditation, or just the habit of sitting by the window and watching the light slowly fade. What matters is creating a little space between the day that's ending and the night that's beginning. It's funny how a few minutes of stillness can change the rest of the night. They don't get rid of the tiredness or solve the day's problems, but they stop you from carrying all of that into the hours meant for rest. Soften everything around you before bed. The night arrives, and with it the final ritual of the day, which is perhaps the one that influences your rest the most. The way you end your day determines the quality of your sleep, and the quality of your sleep determines how the next day will go. Japanese slow living treats the transition to the night with special care, softening everything bit by bit and preparing the body and mind for rest. Most people do the opposite. They bring the noise of the day into the bedroom with bright lights, endless scrolling, and thoughts that are still trying to solve tomorrow before today has even ended. Then they wonder why their minds struggle to slow down. The body needs a clear transition into rest, but we rarely give it one. The Japanese nightly ritual is about creating a gentle transition into rest, turning down the lights, slowing the pace of the evening, and allowing the home to become quieter before sleep. Lowering the pace of everything, your movements, your thoughts, even the way you speak. It's like gradually turning down the volume of the day, allowing yourself to move into rest instead of forcing a sudden stop at bedtime. And it's beautiful to notice that the day ends much like it began. In the morning, you open the day with a gesture of presence and calm, and now you close it the same way. Think about the day we just walked through together. At no point did you have to quit your job, move to another country, or become a different person. Lunch was still lunch, and your tasks were still there. What changed wasn't your life. It was the rhythm and the attention you gave to every moment of it. And maybe that's the greatest lesson of Japanese slow living. The good life isn't waiting for you somewhere in the future. It's available right now, scattered through the small moments of an ordinary day. The morning cup of tea, a meal made with care, an organized corner of the house, the silence of the late afternoon, the low light of the evening. You don't need a different day to live with more peace. You just need to walk through this same day with different eyes. And that can be the start of an entirely new way of living your days.